everyone, and welcome back to the Olympic Ultras podcast. I'm Nate.
I'm Michael.
And today we'll be bringing you the result of the Penn Power game on the weekend before we talk about the Eastern Suburbs game coming up this weekend. We also got a little bit of a surprise in there when we put up the post last week about postponing last week. We did mention a few treats. We've definitely got one for you. So we'll bring you that one in the second half, so stay tuned. Before we get into it, don't forget to follow us on our Instagram, our YouTube, and our Spotify. That's the Olympic FC_Ultras and the Olympic Ultras podcast. So let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Before we get too far into the result, I want to talk about last week, the cancellation of the podcast. Just so you're aware, it was something we didn't want to do, but my partner ended up with a medical complication, ended up in an induced coma, has now woken up. Is on the ward and hopefully will be home by the time this podcast gets released. So just with everything else going on, couldn't do it. So I'm terribly sorry that we didn't get a chance to bring you a podcast last week, and it's also why I haven't been to games. So thank you very much for your understanding in advance. Well, let's talk about this game, shall we?
Talk football.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
So we went down 3-1 to Penn Power, which on one hand, again, outside looking in, isn't earth-shaking, right? No. We've been on a pretty bad run. Penn Power's been on a fantastic run.
We're in the top of the table.
They're top of the table.
They're playing some good football.
But the scoreline doesn't really tell you the tale of the tape.
I was lucky enough to go to this game, and from kickoff to probably the 40th or 41st minute, Penn Power didn't even look in it.
No.
They did not even look in it. We were all over like a bad rash. Our boys were playing some great. Considering how many players let's face it,
who just came back.
He's just come back. I mean, Rudy's just come back into the fold. Fumi just came back in. Declan's come back in.
Yeah.
Although Declan played a couple of weeks ago against Gold Coast.
I mean, Brandon McMorris been in and out as well. Kenny's back.
Kenny's back. And Kenny got battered. Kenny got battered like a bloody cheap garbage can. They just kicked him from pillar to post.
Yeah. I think Ali Ahmed was in there too. I think he's got a couple of weeks out.
You know. So all those players who were still coming back. And I thought, boy, did we play some good football.
Yeah.
We conceded very late in the first half.
Yeah.
Which was such a shame. But I really feel for Choco. It was just one of those balls that were hit so hard and so direct.
Just couldn't get down quick enough.
You couldn't get down quick enough. And I've seen the best in the world.
100%. I've seen Allison.
So it doesn't bother me that, that it went through. Choco done his best, and that's what counts.
Yeah.
But it was a good shot, too.
Yeah.
So,
look, it was fired hard and low.
Yeah.
You've got to get down there.
Yeah.
Didn't get down there quick enough. But Choco, look, knowing Choco, he'll be so disappointed himself.
Oh, he will. Yeah, he plays to very high standards, self-standards, and I think that's great in the player.
Yeah, fantastic.
But also, you can't blame yourself.
Yeah, you need to have a moment where you stop punching the hell out of yourself.
Yeah. He's such a good guy.
Continue forward.
Such a good guy.
Decky Warren's on the score sheet. Which is fantastic.
That was good. Decky took an opportunity from the right-hand side there. I think it was a couple little scuffle balls. And
it did seem to go through a couple of people before it got to him.
It was really good. He took it well.
Yeah.
I thought it was... he deserved that. He played well.
Good to see him back on the score sheet after being up.
Also, Ty came back.
Yes, Ty was back on. Yes,
on the pitch as well. So there's
we had so many players out, didn't we?
So what's that? 5 or 6 have just come back from injury.
Yeah,
I mean, give us a break.
And that was the reason for that run.
We've had half of our starting 11 out for about 6 weeks.
And show me a team that would survive with half of their starting 11 out.
I mean, and those players are quality players, a whole lot of them. You've only looked at our first number of rounds, we were killing them.
Kenny, Ty, and Decky, 3 of our front 4 out.
Yep. Then you had Kenny out, midfield, Fumi out, midfield.
Yeah.
Tommy didn't play last week.
Yeah, of course we're going to have moments where, we're not going to be scoring as well, or we're not going to be covering ourselves as well because of that. And now Louis out.
Yeah, Louis out long term.
Everyone's coming back. Louis out.
So Louis won't be. I was talking to Louis on the other night, and he's working very hard. It's looking good, but I don't think he wants to push it.
No, look, and you can't. Like
he'll come back bigger and stronger next year.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Who knows how long it'll actually be, but with games running out.
He won't play
not wanting to push it. Yeah, I don't think he's going to play for the rest of the season.
And I would prefer Louis not to play this season. The last thing you want is something permanent.
Another one. Yeah.
I don't want any people who can't play football ever again.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
No.
But he's such a good talent.
Yeah. A lovely person.
Oh.
Lovely person as well.
Glorious family. The whole family's beautiful.
Yeah.
Even Marie. Even Marie's a lovely. Although she's a gooner and an Arsenal fan, I won't hold that against her.
Yeah, even Marie.
She's gorgeous.
Our biggest fan. One of our biggest fans. Yeah. Love getting a clip from Marie after every podcast, and I mean that very sincerely. I love hearing from you, Marie.
Yeah, she's brilliant.
But yeah, so look, it's another game where that first 40, that last 5 minutes of that first half, different 5 minutes, it's a different game.
It just seemed as if Pen Power went, what the hell are we doing?
Oh shit, we can play football.
Just clicked on.
Yeah.
And they just hit us.
Yeah.
And they got the goal.
Yeah. So and that just changed
the
halftime talk a little bit. They went into halftime with a little bit more of a skip to their name and a little bit more upbeat, and it just sort of compounded from there.
And I thought one of the biggest unfortunate factors in that game, and the guy is just a massive knob, and that was the referee.
Well,
he couldn't turn a tap on.
Yeah.
That man was useless. Yeah. Some of the things he let go.
We were actually we've been talking to ourselves about this, and it's a long-term pet peeve of ourselves that referees don't seem to almost want to clamp down on a game.
Yeah.
And they won't give yellow cards in the first 10 minutes, and they won't stop these dangerous tackles from going in or setting an example.
Once you let it go, players go, beautiful.
That's where the line is.
The line's drawn. Let's do it.
Yeah.
If you have a yellow card in the first 5 minutes, they go, oh, crap, this ref means business.
And especially when Kenny gets absolutely hacked down like he does.
Mate, his legs look like a bloody rail mat. There's that many lines and cuts up them.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that the most recent one was his first injury this year, to be perfectly honest. But
yeah. But the referee was a knob. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Look, it happens. Yeah. Football Queensland, unfortunately, man. It's just
Lighties were good. I thought the Lighties were good.
That's always the way, isn't it?
I thought the Lighties were great. Fourth official.
I don't know what that is.
Fourth official looked like a bloody.
Fourth officials.
Looked like a bloody stale bowl of cold piss at a wedding. He was as tits on a ball. But anyway, the result.
Let's talk about stats. Let's talk stats. We just came back. Let's not get in trouble.
Bit of foot without a win, so I'm just warming you up.
It felt a lot longer than 1 week off, didn't it?
I really need to rant about someone.
Oh.
Anyway,
yes, let's talk some stats.
So unfortunately, as we said, it was 1-3.
Yep.
Went into halftime at 0-1, so that was the way it was.
Yeah.
Ball position 48-52. Bigger, they passed the ball quite well.
Yeah. Look.
1.73 to 2.43 XG. Again, understandable.
Yeah. Probably
Total
could have taken more of our chances, but yeah.
Total shots 13 to their 11.
Once again, another game where we outshoot them, and
a lot of our balls just went high.
Yeah.
2 saves, 4 saves.
Yep.
7 corners to 8 corners.
Okay.
5 fouls to 9 fouls. Good to see Pen Power playing the usual.
Yeah,
usual game,
and we still haven't had a penalty in the league.
We had 391 passes to their 441. Tackles 1-3, yellow cards 1-3. 3 yellow cards to Pen Power. I mean, good side, but look, keep your violence back at bloody.
Look, there is something to be said for a team that decides to purposely build one of the most aggressive teams I've ever seen in the EPL. Like they purposely went out and found some of the most aggressive players that they possibly could have.
I'd love to see the yellow card stats for them.
I'd love to see the yellow cards. I'd love to see the red card stats as well, because they did have a couple of matches in a row early season where they had a couple of red cards in a row, or there was our red card in the match.
Crazy.
And I understand. I am talking about some Olympic legends who also went to Pen Power, but let's be honest, they were very physical when they were with Olympic too.
They've also got the talent. They do. But you don't need to combine that with your aggressiveness.
Yeah.
You can win football games.
You can win football games without kicking people apart.
But I was disappointed from that aspect of the game. Otherwise, it was a good game.
Yeah, fair enough. And like I said, I probably only saw the first 40 of this. I was trying to watch it. Things happened, so I turned it off. Yeah, I have to agree. I was watching the first 40, and I was like, we're up for this. We're really up for
It
this.
was great.
I had to jump in the car. I got home. I checked the result, and I was like, "You're joking! How are we 3-1 down?"
I know, right?
I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like, so,
But anyway,
it's a shame, but look, that's football. And again, we've got a lot of boys coming back. They're just not match sharp just yet. But look, you get sharpness by playing football games. That's what you got to do.
Personally, I think you'll see a whole different squad come this Friday or this coming game against
Coming this weekend, yeah.
I think because the boys have had that now game up their sleeve. Yeah. They've been at football training. They've got physio work, so they're back to full strength. I think you'll see a different story.
Yeah. Well, let's chat about it then, shall we? This weekend, on the 27th of June at Heath Park, we are playing Eastern Suburbs at, I'll read it from there, 7 p.m.
Excellent, buddy.
Yeah, can I borrow yours?
No, I can't believe to see.
So 7 p.m. at Heath Park, 27th of June, 2026. Going to be an interesting game, I think. Eastern Suburbs is sitting in that 4th place hot seat.
Yep.
Obviously, which we want, which a few teams want, naturally.
It's the biggest seat in the house, that one at the moment.
It's the most wanted, it's the hottest seat in the house.
Yep, hottest ticket.
Yeah, everyone, the top 3 is pretty much confirmed. All we don't know is the order.
Yeah.
4th place is the one that's got a massive question mark over it.
Yeah.
And
there's probably 5 teams up for it.
Yeah, realistically.
Crazy enough.
Eastern Suburbs, Knights, Wolves, City, us.
Yeah.
Rochdale are a little bit behind us.
That's terrible.
What's worse is the team is sitting 12th. I can't wait for someone to backflip and figure out a way that they stay in the NPL. Anyway, look, as you said it before, the boys are coming back.
Yep.
A lot of them are coming back to full fitness. Boomy played against Penn Power. I was so sad I missed it.
It was so good.
I'm so ecstatic for Boomy to do what he did, come back with the discipline, with just, the absolute desire to get himself back into this and get there. Probably earlier than scheduled.
I don't know too much about the Japanese people or Japanese culture, but I think what I know about them, they're one of those races of people who will just do it.
Yeah. They're very
self-absorbed.
Again, the discipline of it.
The discipline and doing the right thing and putting the hard work in.
I mean, even Kenny's exactly the same. On the pitch, it's just he's got a job to do.
To where it is today. Yeah. It's such a successful and wonderful country because their citizens just work hard and they do what they need to do. Yeah, and they're just fantastic people. Yeah. And lovely race of people. I love the Japanese.
Lovely people in general. But yeah, it's fantastic that Fumi's managed to come back. But with everything that's going on, with some players that have left and things like that, and some of the long-term injuries, we've had to, obviously, in our registration window, which is currently open, we've had to go looking.
Yes.
And we did promise you a treat. And
we will line out. And who we reel in?
We reeled in. Actually, that is a very apt analogy. I'll give you that. Mr. Dante Mariner. I'll give you that. Has grabbed that line and has turned up.
Yeah, fantastic.
At Goodwin Park. So we managed to get chats to Mr. Dante Mariner, another exclusive interview announced before the Olympic socials even managed to get to it. So we managed to chat to Dante Mariner, and we'll let him introduce himself. Right now.
Thank you very much for coming and have a chat to us, Dante. Real quick introduction, your name, your position, and your number that you'll be playing this season.
Yeah, my name's Dante Mariner. I'm 26. Unsure about the number I'm going to be wearing at the moment.
That's okay.
And I've been playing as a 6/8.
Yep.
But wherever Grossi really needs me at the moment. So we're not too sure where he's going to put me, but yeah, that's where I play.
Yeah, we'll see. So you've played for Gold Coast Knights and Brisbane Strikers previously in the NPL and things like that. You've spent some time in New Zealand with Nelson Suburbs, but most recently you played for South Island United in the OFC Pro League. How was that experience, the inaugural OFC Pro League?
It was a really good experience, especially, something a bit different compared to a normal league. The format was really different. You spend 10 days on, 10 days off, and playing a lot of games in a small window. So it was very challenging on the body, but eye-opening for sure.
Yeah, awesome. You've also earned some caps for the Samoan national team.
Yep.
I did read somewhere that you kind of see yourself as New Zealand, Australian, and Samoan.
Yeah.
How proud of you of earning those caps and being essentially a very active Samoan national team player?
Yeah, I'm very proud. It's where my grandparents are from. So for me, I was born in Australia, but I've always been a proud Samoan as well. So to have the opportunity to represent them at the international level, it's an honour to not just myself, but my family as well. So,
and I read somewhere else that you have a relation to Tim Cahill?
Yes.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah. Always good. What drew you to Olympic, and what were you looking forward to for the rest of the season?
To be honest, when Olympic came knocking, it was pretty hard to say no. Growing up, playing in the NPL system here, you've always known Olympic to have a very strong culture and a winning culture at that as well. For me, I've always seen them as a big club, and it's never been easy coming here and playing here at the best of times. So it was pretty hard to say no, especially Grossi being a part of it as well. So working with him at the Raw in the youth system, it was pretty hard to sort of pass up the opportunity. So I'm really ecstatic to be here, and I can't wait to get to work and help the club out as much as I can.
Awesome. And lastly, what is your message to the Olympic FC fans?
Get down and help us at the moment. We're going through a bit of a rough patch. But yeah, can't wait to put on the shirt and really give everything for the club. So it'll be good to get everyone down and get back to winning ways.
Awesome. Thank you very much for speaking to the Olympic Ultras podcast.
Thank you very much, Dante. Absolutely class.
What a gentleman.
I think he
absolute gentleman.
I asked, but he didn't go into it. I have done a little bit of digging. I believe he's the nephew of Tim Cahill.
Yeah.
There's a connection there.
And what I've seen of his playing ability, it's almost Tim went, here, you can have it.
Yeah.
He's just as good.
I watched. So as we mentioned in the introduction, he obviously played for South Island United in the most recent OFC Pro League.
Yeah.
I watched their last game against Auckland. He was incredible. The team that won the league, he held them so hard.
Yep.
He being right in that center of midfield, passing the ball around. He's a fantastic passer of the ball. He can play forward. He can play wing. He's been around the NPL before, and he's scored some absolute screamers. He comes off in the 66th minute. Auckland scores afterwards and wins.
Yeah,
he was holding that game so well. Current Samoan international.
Yep.
I think it's an absolute fantastic signing for us, and just someone who's going to come in, bring a very, very professional attitude, and lovely character, really, really lovely personality.
He was brilliant, wasn't he? I think he'll bring in a little bit of that settling
calmness
that we need.
Yeah. Concentration, but calm.
Yeah. I mean, we have lads that are just, I relish this team. I mean, I live for this team. But I think with his calming effect, it'll only add to how good our players can be.
Yeah.
And we've talked about it before, good players breed good players.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And, he's going to come in. We've got a lot of centre midfielders, so it's already a pretty compact spot. He's going to come in. Who knows if he's going to start. But he's going to give Cameron something else to think about, Broomy something else to think about, Kenny something else to think about, Damon Gorell something else to think about, Brendan McMorris something else to think about. And even if all it does is light a fire under their asses and make it go, oh shit, I don't want to lose my spot.
No,
you know what I mean? Like, even if that's all it does, that's a lift. That's a thing that's an actual effect on the team.
It's the beauty of any team having that competition. You need competition. If there's no competition, what happens?
Yeah, standard slip.
You just go, oh well, I know I'll get selected.
I'm gonna start. Who cares?
What's the point?
Yeah, I might as well not even turn up.
I'll be playing anyway.
Yeah,
and that can be such a detriment.
Oh, 100% to everyone,
to your teammates,
because people start looking at you aggressive and
it's like, come on, lift up. You go, yeah, I'll get picked next week.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen in many teams.
Yeah, so fantastic that we got Dante over the line. Lovely person to talk to. It was just had all the time in the world for us.
True gentleman.
Great.
True gentleman.
Yeah, lovely person. And very much looking forward to seeing him play.
Oh, can't wait.
And see where he slots, because he did also mention that introduction that he plays centre mid. But
really,
he said wherever Grozzy wants him.
Can we play goalie? I'm just looking forward to seeing him play.
Yeah, me too. I'd love to see him in the red and white. So I'm sure he'll be involved in the Eastern Suburbs game in some way.
I hope so.
Whether it's off the bench or starting, who knows? But yeah, absolutely fantastic to get him over the line.
I probably, I don't know what I obviously I can't crawl into Chris's mind, but I'd probably have Cam, Boomy, Kenny, and Dante in there.
Even you, just as a hypothetical, couldn't name the 3 midfielders you'd play. This is how ridiculous it is.
That's probably who I'd play. Cameron's got such
Boomy's still coming back, obviously.
Yeah, Cameron's got such he's tall, he's strong, his presence is ridiculous.
He's another one with a very calm head on his shoulders.
Yeah, I love watching Cameron play. I really do. Yeah. Kenny's coming back, so give Kenny 50 minutes. Then come on.
Yeah, and Kenny plays in that slightly forward role.
He does.
And by the sounds of it and by the looks of it, like I said, Dante, very, very good mover of the ball.
Yep.
But even in that OFC Pro League match that I watched, he was very happy to run up as well.
Yep.
So even if he also plays a bit of a Kenny role, if Kenny goes off early or whatever, he comes in and plays a bit of a Kenny role. He comes in, however you want to play it.
Yep.
I do really think Dante would be able to play that role.
I think so too.
And you could even maybe go as far as bringing, Ty back on the wing, Decky back on the wing. Kenny goes up front where Louis usually was.
Yep.
Then you've got Dante. Then you've got Cam and Boomy.
I'd probably,
having that.
I'd probably
hand
Kenny back and take Dante up front.
Yeah.
Because Dante, I think, is a bit more mobile.
Yeah. Whereas from what I've seen, again,
Kenny has fantastic distribution.
I'd love to see.
His ball skills are incredible, so he could push out to Decky and push out to Ty.
You know what's a shout? You know what's a real possibility? And we're rambling, and I'm terribly sorry about that, but we really missed last week's podcast. Do you remember Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool where Bobby Firmino was playing as a defensive forward and almost as a false 9?
Yep.
Imagine Dante as a false 9.
Oh, that's a scary thought, isn't it? But a
having
very satisfying one.
Or even Kenny as a false 9, dragging people back to allow, whichever wing is playing Jack, Decky, Ty, get into those channels. And if, for whatever reason, there's too many people there, cut back out to the D. There's Kenny. There's Dante. Having that false 9 or trying to drag people out of position and things like that to get in behind them.
That could work well.
Yeah. I really hope no one in opposition is watching this.
No.
But yeah, so look, an interesting thought. It'll be interesting to see what Brozzy does with him.
Yeah. Again,
I think he can only improve our team.
Chris is not silly. He knows what he's doing.
No, not at all.
I have total faith in that man.
Yeah. The Eastern Suburbs match, look, we want to get a bit of revenge. I remember the last time we played them was we should have won.
Yeah, we should have won.
We should have won. It wasn't even in our current run of results in which we had a bunch of injuries. It was one that I don't know if we went in thinking we were going to get it done. I don't know if they went in thinking, lads, we need to turn this around, and they just hit us harder than we were expecting.
Because they were going through a shocking period.
They were going through an absolutely terrible period. They beat us just like Wolves did, and suddenly they turned all their fortunes around.
I must admit, I walked in there thinking, we've got this.
Yeah, me too. We're allowed to, though. We're fans.
That's true.
It's the players who have to sit there and go, nah, we need to play for our lives. Yeah.
So, no, I was guilty of that. I thought, we've got this game. And East just clicked.
They got it over the line, and they did it well. But look, we're looking for a bit of revenge. We're looking at correcting our season.
Yeah, I think it's a start.
Yeah.
I really do.
And I think if we want to do something, if we want to be a realistic 4th place chance at the end of the season, we need to win this game. Yeah.
We
need to win.
We've got to turn last week's 40
into this week's 90.
Into 80.
Yeah.
Obviously, you'll have those periods of time where
you always do.
But that 40 into 80 and then just hold the remaining 10.
Yeah.
We've got this.
Yeah. That's just opening and closing games.
Correct.
The middle of each half, we're doing great.
Yeah, we should only play 20, 30 minutes each half.
Yeah. We'll play futsal rules or something like that. But the opening and the closing of each half is where we're starting to really slip up.
Yeah.
It's only 5-10 minutes each time, but it's really costing us.
Yeah, it is.
So,
it's concentration. It's it's mental as well as physical.
Yeah. So it's a lot of things. But that is Saturday, 7 p.m. on the 27th of June. We should be back to our usual display, banners and flags and everything like that.
Abusing referees.
Everything that you love us for. Yeah. So make sure you get down to Heath Park for that one. It's not too far of a drive.
And if you feel like it, go get the worst Greek food.
Get the worst souvlaki in Brisbane.
Yeah.
We still haven't forgotten that little post that they tried to slide out there. You want the best Greek food? Wait till an Olympic home game.
Yeah, then you'll know.
It's the best Greek food in Brisbane at
wrong.
the best price. So, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you once again to Dante for allowing us to speak to him and getting a quick little introduction to him.
Fantastic.
Until next time. Until next podcast. Go Olympic.